Go ahead and find there we are. There's the chart. Took a few good trades earlier in a better position. Welcome back to the stream. Getting ready for Power Hour. I think I went ahead and cleaned up the chart. So let's see what we can discern about the day going forward for potential plays here in Power Hour. So, once again, I'm just going to draw my squiggly lines, my little linies, and try and come up with a game plan for Power Hour. So, I mean, basically right now, we retraced to that pivot down that happened around, I think, 8:15, 8 o'clock this morning in pre-market. I'll go ahead and open that back up real quick so we can see what that looks like on the chart. Get rid of this for sure. But you see we came down to this level again, retested it, and now we're looking to potentially move back higher or sell off again. So yeah, with that, let's dig in. So I mean, from that perspective, there is going to be, at the very least, you want to see 695, 685 break before we look for more downside. Right? I like the regular hour chart. That's just me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that back up so we can look at what is going on here. So, goofy. All right, there we go. So, as you can see, we're basically in this large selling channel. It's right. This could be a bear flag or a bull flag. We never closed the gap. We didn't even fill half of it. So ultimately, what we're going to want to be looking for is some type of buying continuation here, especially if this holds, right? This area where we sold off to in the pre-market holds, right? We're coming up on this, right? This trend line, this lower trend line, trying to break out of it. Not sure what's going to actually happen there, but let's just figure out all the algos, right? As you can see, here's the selling channel. It's pretty simple, right? Came up against it. Well, we were tapering over here earlier in the day. As you can see right here, there was some tapering that had started to establish itself. All right, first entry would be somewhere around here. Before the market actually started to shift, we had this. We had 1, 2, finally this break. And this is where we've started to, that's where the best position would have been to take. It's around where I stopped the stream, but right here. Now, since then, we've progressively been moving lower with this same selling algorithm. As you can see, broke here, broke here, broke here, and once again, broke right here. So we want to see that take us lower, but it's had a hard time so far. So far, it tried and rejected. I mean, right here, coming up to this, it's potential for a short. I mean, There's room to the downside right now. We haven't shown any reason why we would realistically start moving higher quite yet. I think we would want to retake this level here, and at least VWAP before really wanting to go long. I mean, I want to see this break. If this breaks the Q's 20-day moving average, and we could sell a little more. But we'll see. We're coming up on power hour, about 8 minutes. This is the general state of what's going on in the market right now and what I see. I'm going to go ahead and take that short. I've been looking at this. It's been pretty consistent. We want to be careful with this, but I went ahead and took it. If it doesn't go, if it goes back inside too much, I will get out, and it'll just be like, whatever. But I want to see this break. And the market's shown us pretty consistently what it's been doing. If it's not going to do it, fine, so be it. I can do another get into another trade later. Yep, I mean, it's back in here. I don't know how much I want to keep this. But I'll give it a minute or two just to see what happens. There's going to be no love loss here if this doesn't go my way. Okay, I'm about to get out. We'll see. Looking for 650 at the very least. Not sure. My stop's probably going to be right up here around this concentration of candles. Easy eyeball. But we're going to want to see this sell right here. But yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense that it's taking its time getting through here because this is the 20-day moving average on the triple Qs. And strong resistance, right? But we'll see. We got 5 minutes before the top of the hour. And yeah, we'll see. I think this should have a better risk to reward currently. I'm going to go ahead and move this down to about 636. And I'll probably scale out of some once this starts going my way. I guess if it starts going my way, right? There we go. So definitely heading into power hour, we want to see this break this level. If it doesn't, then we might chop or we might move back towards the regular hours VWAP. get through this. Okay, that's not terrible. I think right around here I'll get out of at least one. Just got out of one. Helped mitigate the potential risk if this just decides to turn around. All right, here we go. I'll probably scale out another if we break the low. All right, there's one more. And now we just wait. We see what happens. We're pushing up against this lower edge of the trend line. We're really going to want to see what happens here. Hopefully it breaks and we just continue down this red channel, this red selling channel. But yeah, no, we just broke the 20-day moving average on the Qs, which is really great for the shorts. So yeah, keeping it tight. I do want to move my stop here in a little bit, but not quite yet. I'll wait until we figure out what's going to happen here. I mean, if this lower trend line holds, then we have the potential to move back higher in power hour. But I want to see us continue to sell. I'm pull up my trading view chart to make sure. Yeah, no, we blew past that 20-day moving average, so that's good. It does look like we're holding this rejection level right here. Might get out soon. You know, we got 2 minutes until power hour. Starts, but we'll see. Thank you, Zucchini Spiral. It's always good to have you in here. You're literally my constant companion, so thank you very much. It was a good entry. But yeah, no, we got 1 minute till power hour starts. We're going to retest the 20-day moving average from right below. And if we reject and it doesn't move higher, then good. I can continue to hold this trade. It's just a runner on my previous trade, and hopefully, you know, it can make me some good money. Very nice. Continuing to sell, or at least try to sell. We are meeting some resistance at that bottom trend line. There we go. That's some good selling right there. New hourly candles opening up right now. Let's see if we get that sustained selling, and there it goes. Very nice. Might get out right now. If I see any type of like buying strength start to come in, I will get out. Come on. I see the sellers continue to step in. I mean, it's been strong selling right here, so it's absolutely perfect to be a part of. Okay, I do see some rejection of that lower level. I'm gonna want to get out in this next candle. All right, I'm out. 345 on the day across 4 accounts. Pretty good. That's more than $1,200, right? $1,200 a day. Can't complain. So now we look for something repetitive or something interesting about this trade to continue. I would want to see some type of liquidity build or volume build here as we move higher. But right now, since I got out, I'm going to sit on my hands for a little bit. I don't want to risk losing anything I just gained from this trade. No. Now we wait. It's the beauty of it. Strong rejection candle right here would be interesting. I don't really know where, if I were looking for a reversal play, where I want to get in. So, I mean, easiest thing or easiest place to want to get in is going to be a reclamation of this area right here. In the pre-market, this is where we had sold down to and got bought up. We tested it here. We finally broke through it. And this coincides with the 20-day moving average on the Q. So reclamation of this area, probably want to see the 720s get taken before thinking about taking a long. 720s at the minimum, and I would want to see, I don't know, some form of, some reason to go long, because there's currently not one. I would, yeah. Right now, shorts are the only real thing to want to take, but you just have to find a good entry. See, we're buying right back up to that area. I mean, taking a short right here right now could be good. We know it's an area of resistance. I'll take a one stab here just to see, you know, what happens. I'm willing to risk probably up to that 700 level, and I'll have my target back down here. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but we're pushing right up against the 20-day moving average on the Qs from below. So if that holds as resistance, then you know that this could work out in our favor pretty nicely. But I wouldn't be surprised if we did reclaim it and move higher again. But this is a really important zone because we know in the pre-market we sold off right to it, and we sold off again right here, finally breaking through. So ideally we push lower. We're still within this red selling channel, right? We're pushing up on the upward bound of it, but who's to say what happens? Just a small $35 risk, you know, 15 points. Not going to be the end of the world if it goes against me. I'm already up on the day. Pretty decent amount across 4 accounts. What is going on in the SPY? Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Testing that area where we just broke down. As you can see, this is where we broke down right here. And we're just retesting it, right? Anybody who got that, or short people that try to get short down here, are forcing price higher. So, I mean, it's a little bit of a squeeze. If we break out of this, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a possibility that we move higher. But I think this is a decent area to be taking this trade. It might not work out, though. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the volume profile just to see what that looks like right now. I know that volume's probably somewhere up here. There's got to be a good amount of volume right there as well, but let's see. I mean, there's a little bit of volume here you can see, but we're still well outside of value because we built all this volume up here and transacted volume up here. Point of control is still at the high of day, which is interesting. But yeah, no, we're still way down here. Here's a little valley here, volume, right? We have this shelf, we have a higher end shelf. I mean, we could push up through here, but will we? I really don't know. I mean, the momentum is so strong to the downside that, I don't know. It would take just, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. The market loves to do that, especially the Nasdaq, just like push higher all of a sudden. And it's not really all that of a sudden. It's, you know, the majority of people are short, so what's the ideal thing to do? Push higher. Make everybody push price higher by having to get out of their short positions. But yeah, no, I'm interested in seeing what happens here. I mean, does anybody see a few people in the stream? Anybody have any thesis or feelings about this current area? Take that as a no. I'm not going to be surprised if we get stopped here. I mean, let's see what's going on. I mean, we're still bumping up against the 20-day moving average on the Qs from below. Momentum's to the downside. I could get stopped right here. I'm not going to worry about it if I do. I'm already up on the day. No need to double down. We'll see. Technically still in this, like, the selling channel, right? There's an upper bound to it right here. That was established. And we also have, like, lower bounds as well here for extra room. But we'll see what happens. You know, haven't gotten stopped out quite yet, which is nice. It's just been dancing right here. So, I mean, generally I like to think that means it was a relatively decent area to get in, especially if it just didn't run away from me right away. Because if it ran away, then, well, I was an idiot for getting in there. But yeah, here's power hour. Let's see what happens. We are building volume here. I wouldn't be surprised if value changed here in a little bit. This is the time it finally stops me out. I don't know. Doesn't look like it wants to. angry about it. I do think if we sell, I might be able to get more than this low, right? Because we're still up on the day, you know, 0.75% on the Qs. So if we sell off, what if we went back to flat? What if we went red on the day? I mean, I doubt it's going to happen in Power Hour. We have, what, 45 minutes left trading? Who knows? About to get stopped probably. There we go. Got stopped on that. Breaking out of this upper bound of this selling channel. Yeah, it's not bad. I do think maybe right here, if we break this, that might be a decent entry. We, you know, tried to stay above this level. We couldn't do it. And we start breaking right here, just like we broke here. I think that's the beginning of that trade. I don't see any like long trade where it would make sense right now. And I might take that. We'll see. What can I see? Maybe a break right here could give us, yeah, there's this area here that was tested. We tested it from underneath multiple times. If we break above this, we'll take this level, reclaim the 20-day moving average. I think then we could potentially see this buy until at least maybe 760. That's the long thesis, right? Long thesis is around 760. I mean, the S&P 500's probably gonna have its 20-day moving average right around that same area, or we're just underneath it. So something like that. At least that's what I think, right? We would want to break this, take a small little long entry. We reclaim this area. We failed to move lower. Maybe we just move up to VWAP. VWAP on the regular trading session basically coincides with where the S&P 500, the SPY's 20-day moving averages. If we get there, I think, it won't hurt nobody. Be a nice little squeeze. I mean, let's check out the tilt, how many people are short. Oh, not too many people are short, so, we could go higher, we could go lower. It really depends. But right here, this area, it's kind of like a no trade zone. It's too choppy. You're gonna want to see at least the reclamation of this. Like, we're reclaiming this zone right now. We're trying to get over the 20-day moving average and find like support there, and after that, like, it's anybody's game. I mean, low-hanging fruit is right up here at VWAP. I know it's like low-hanging fruit, but like realistically it is. You see, we moved up like 300 points on the day, and from there we moved down 250 points or 200 points. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we just sell off or buy up, and buy like a couple hundred points. I will definitely go long if we break blue right here. I will go long. Now, don't follow my trades, but I think that's a decent area to go long. My risk, let's see. If I went long here, I would target probably VWAP, right up there. And then my risk would be at the bottom of that channel. So, about 30 points for a decent amount of reward, right? That's almost 3-to-1 risk reward. And as this moves up, right, I'm gonna be trailing like that amount of, like, you know what I mean? So we'll see. But we're just chopping. Nothing to do. Nothing to see here. Boring right now, guys. Power hour is supposed to be fun, but I mean, sometimes you just have to wait until the back half of power hour to even find a position. I mean, the likelihood of this or me taking this trade is increasing, right? We are pushing up against the bottom of this, right? That bottom is holding, or the top / bottom of this is holding. So it could also be a short, but I mean, realistically, this could just be a little wedge too. Sorry. Till we break out to the north or south side. Kind of just don't want to be in this. It's about taking the smart choices, smart trades. Has to make sense, otherwise, what's the point? Here we go. Pushing up against it. Let's see what it does. Inverse head and shoulders. Here we go. All right, I'm taking that. We might reject right here. Sad story. Should change my cursor so I can actually get out of this partially as I need to. Right, I want to target VWAP. I don't want to hold the majority of these contracts the entire time. I want to scale out and just protect some profit. Reclaim this area, I think at minimum. Get out of one here. If we make it there at all. There we go. Moving up. Hopefully I get filled. Okay, I'm filled on one of them. We get out of the second, and then I'm just going to leave this runner pretty tight, right? This power hour trade logically makes sense. But yeah, hopefully make some more money on this. Very nice, by the way. Super easy trade. Can't complain. It's free. I'll lose $1 on it. But it's not bad. Coming back and testing the breakout zone. Testing the top of the liquidity area. It would be nice if it just never tested my entry and I didn't get stopped. But I made money on it already, so I'm not too worried. I made about $50 on it. So I would just like this runner to survive. That's the biggest thing. Like if the runner survives, then perfect. You know, let's see it get to VWAP. Let's see, you know, make an extra $160. That would be nice across 4 accounts. You know, why complain? Really want to see more buyers step in here. If they don't, it's fine. I mean, there's going to be resistance or there's demand. This is demand level right here, right? So we're going to want to see if we can even get here. If we can't get here, then oopsie daisy. Right. Go ahead and mark it on the chart so we can visualize it together. Right. That's going to be an intraday level that we'll want to see retested and at least reclaimed, right? If we just break right through that, good luck. yeah, guys, the whole 2 people who are watching, it's fun stuff, right? I know I'm long right now, but if we break right here, I'll go short again. No sweating it at all. That was an interesting little build-up we have right here. I think at minimum right here, if we're going to go short, we're going to break through the Q's 20-day moving average again. We're going to break this level, and this is the perfect area to get your entry. For me to get my entry at the very least. Zuzzini, what's looking good? The trade? Yeah, no, it's not bad, huh? Haven't eaten yet today, so. Right? It's good stuff. Haven't eaten today yet, but who needs food when you can eat money from the market? There we go. Easy little trade. I know the temptation is to take big swings, but when you're trading a 50K account, you cannot trade anything more than micros. Yeah, you definitely, if you had trouble trading this morning, sometimes it's better just step away. But, this was a good, right here at minimum was the decent entry to get in. We reclaimed this level. We tried to move lower. We couldn't do it. We broke out of the selling channel and, reclaimed the Q's 20-day moving average. Right here, we're pretty good. I mean, I could take this off. I want to see what happens. We're either going to reject this area or we're going to move past it. And I guess that's true about just about anything, right? And there we go. We're breaking it. I don't want to be in this trade too much longer. If this does hold, good. If it doesn't, totally all right as well. But I think, we'll want to see this area hold. And it's struggling, right? It's testing it. It's rejecting it. If we're going to move higher, that would be great. Yeah, that's my view on this. We could sell off here. This could be the beginning of the sell-off. Move my stop to take a little bit of profit on this if it goes against me, which I'm fine with. Just no point in losing money on this trade. But yeah, no, went exactly to this, essentially closing a cup. Right, there's a cup right here. Could just pull back and go. That would be ideal, but I mean, how much runway do we have? We have 30 minutes left, 28 minutes before the market closes. Just kind of got to take what the market's going to give you, right? And it may not give you much. It may just kind of chop here. I mean, we're right on the moving average. Could move away from it. That would be cool because the S&P 500 has some space until it's moving average, so it could go higher, it could go lower, it could just stay right here. Those are the 3 states the market is perpetually in: up, down, and sideways. So, whatever. not going to be the end of the world if I get stopped. Like, if it happens, it happens. Like, you have to be willing to accept that, right? I'm up on the day. I'm not going to cry if I get stopped out for an $8.50 profit, right? 350 across 4 accounts. That's, you know, $1,500 essentially. I think I did that math right. And I'm just trading micros. That's the sickest thing. Like, I don't have to take a trade that's going to risk a huge portion of my account. I can just take small little stabs and survive and make consistent money, right? $1,400. Okay, I was off by $100. Sorry. Anytime. I'm not beyond telling someone when I was wrong. I like to think of myself as humble. These are the best trades. Absolutely the best trades, because you're not worried about it, right? You already collected profit on it. You're already up on the day. It can just trade, right? It can just go for as long as you need it to. You're going to get stopped. You're okay with it. You're not like stressing because you're in a contract that might just absolutely destroy your P&L for the day or your account. Just small little wins. You know, I guarantee you if you had a day job, it wouldn't be making, if I took this off right now, $38 an hour, unless, you know, you're working in some engineering field or a pilot or something, right? This is the best way to do it. Just make quick 40. If this was the one trade I took this hour with one micro contract and I made $50 for the hour, that's pretty decent. Now extrapolate that with 5 accounts or 4 accounts that I'm trading on Topstep, and that's $250. No, that's $200. Really bad at math. I guess that's why I'm a day trader. I don't really have to worry about it, because the machines do it all for me. Yeah, no. I mean, I can't complain. This is perfect. This is doing exactly what I thought it would. You know, we tested the level, rejected. Now we're retaking it. You know, we formed a cup. We made a micro handle maybe. Now we're just going to move higher. Hopefully, right? Hopefully is always the key term. There's, 24 minutes left in the day. At what point do I decide to get out, right? If we really pull away from here, I'll move my my stop up. I'll trail it a little bit, but right now it's just like, who cares? Like, look at it go. I've collected, 30 points on this so far? Not bad. Not bad at all. So we move past this level, finally. I think the next area we're going to want to see get tested is up here at 53. The 50s are going to be interesting. But potentially we could make it all the way up to 90. Or VWAP. VWAP, slow-hanging fruit in my opinion. It's not possible for the Qs to move, another 50 points, just spur of the moment. Ah, I just realized that my chroma key is actually canceling out my my P&L. Did not realize that. So gonna have to figure out what to do about that. Maybe I can change for tomorrow's stream my the color of my profit and loss, right? Because if I don't, my P&L. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I was wondering too. I think it's just the chroma key. Oh, that's funny. Interesting. But I mean, I guess you can still see it up here at the top, which is interesting. At the top of my chart or top of my window. But I don't. Maybe it is a security feature. I don't know. That it's weird. It's very weird that it's showing up here, but not. Oh, are they different? Yeah, they're a little different. So I'll have to fix the chroma key so we can see that where I'm at. But basically, right here, I have my stop at about $8. I'm up $25 on the trade, and my target's VWAP. I could get stopped out. It's totally fine. Maybe I can get in another trade right before we close. And I'm stopped. Okay, whatever. Yeah, no, I think we could take another trade here, especially if we break right here. If we break this white line, it's definitely a worthy entry. I mean, 20-day moving average is right here. We retested the zone. I'm not against taking that stab, but we could also just move higher, right? If we're gonna move higher, I want to see this get taken because we completed a cup here. This could just be a handle and we move higher, but whatever. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to risk a lot on this next trade. I might not even take another trade. But if I do, it needs to have a thesis. And the thesis is that we're going to break the 20-day moving average here. We're going to break this level, and we're going to move lower. That's the thesis for that. Thesis for the move to the north side is that we break out here. This was just a cup and a handle, and we're going to move towards VWAP. Those are the two theses that I have for this. And it looks like this is more likely because it just bounced off of the top of this breakout area. So we'll see. We shall see. Right, so, maybe, no, I don't like that. We'll see. If you're joining, hopefully enjoying the stream, like if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Regardless, welcome. Coming up on those imbalances that usually show at, what is it, 245, 250. I don't think we have any news outside of that coming up. No, nothing else. So we'll see what happens. It's possible we just break out right here. It's pretty decent. There's a good chance we buy, or that the market just gets bought up right here. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's not too much of a point in risking a lot of money on a trade like this. Yeah, no, I will get in if we break right here. And again, if we break right here, everything else I'm just in the middle of nowhere. If I was going to get in long down here, I should have gotten right around here at the retest of this breakout. Yeah, let's just see what happens. We got 15 minutes. Market could buy all the way up to VWAP. But it could sell off too. I mean, from the pivot from the last session's close, we sold to the 61.8, filled almost half of the gap. Wouldn't be surprised. We could buy up to VWAP. It's not beyond the realm of possibility, but we could also sell off here, just not have it and not have the strength to move higher. Right? Total possibility. Not outside the realm. We're just pushing back into the 20-day moving average on the Qs. Like, it's probably right around here, right? Somewhere in this vicinity. Maybe a little lower, something like this. It's right around this 686 level on the Qs, the 523 level. 523.21 is where it's at on the Qs. Okay, here we go. Something. Pushing against the moving averages. Do we break out or do we break down? That is the question. That is the gajillion dollar answer, or question, sorry. I don't have the answer. I wish I did. The S&Ps don't look bullish. I mean, Qs technically don't look bullish either, or the NQ doesn't look bullish. I'm going to try a long. Scale out of it quickly. Basically get out if we fail right here at the 07 level. A lot of people want us to go short right now, I think. It may actually end up going short. Key is not to get yourself stuck in something. This is going to turn around. It's going to have to do it really quickly or it's just going to sell. So I need to get my stop prepared so I don't get myself wiped out. And I'm stopped. Oh, I didn't get stopped. That's nice. We need to see some strong buying like right now to get me in a better spot. Damn it. All right, if white breaks right here, I'll take the reverse trade. All right, I'm short. I'm gonna target back this area over here. breaking white. I want to see us come to this level right here. End of the day trades are scary. They move a lot faster, or they move about as fast as they do in the morning. So you got to have an idea of what you're doing or where you want things to go. This is going to go. It's got to go now. I'm out one. Out of the second. I won't let this one go against me. If it comes back to my entry, I'll get out. Looks like roughly $300 is my daily or the ceiling for today. There we go. Nice little sell. We break this white. Oof. Maybe we can take the low of day out, and that'll be fun. Oh, I'm out. Didn't like that quick. That quick, huge candle. Yep, there we go. So, I'm out. 100% zucchini. No greed here. Just kind of gotta get out of Dodge when you can. It literally tested the bottom end of that channel and said, nope, I'm gonna go ahead and turn around. So we got 10 minutes left. Do we go all the way to VWAP? Do I continue to try and get that VWAP trade? I don't know. I don't know. Could be fun. Could also lose everything I made today. I mean, that's a nice strong candle. That's a nice strong candle right there. From 70 to 17, that's 45. That's in a minute. That's insane. Oh, man. Here we go. What's the SPY doing? SPY, yeah, no, big green dildo too. Very nice. It's fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, we're going to close this right around or this area. I mean, if we break up here, maybe we'll go higher, but there's 9 minutes left. I know zucchini, lock up, but maybe I don't. Maybe I just put on full 5 mini contracts and see what happens. What do you think? Could be fun. Just look for the squeeze, right? Just gonna squeeze it. It's probably just gonna chop here the rest of the day. I mean, this is a good area. It's a good area to close. It screws over a lot of people. Ugly cool, right? I mean, I'd hang out with those emojis. Now, yeah, this area is the best area to screw over so many people. People looking for this would be great. People looking for lower would be wanting more. Right here is in the middle of both of them. Let's see. Yeah, so 93, 47. Yeah, just about in the middle of it. It's a great place to just be like, oh shit, that sucks. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take another trade. This is just bullshit zone, right? It could go higher, and that would be perfectly fine. A lot of people would probably get out as we get closer to the end of the day. Maybe that'll drive price higher. People who were short or etc. But I don't want to risk it. It's a risky trade right now because we're right in the middle of it, of both possibilities. But yeah, no, obvious level right across. Well, looks like we have 7 minutes left. Anybody who's in the chat, what do you plan on doing with the rest of the day? You know, study your trades, not think about trading. Are you going to trade the after hours? You know, just figure out what's important to you. Is trading important to you? It's important to me. I think, you know, there's a lot of cool things that come along with trading. It's very much a privilege to be able to do this. So hopefully we all see it the same way. These candles are just trash. They're just screwing everybody over. All right. 5 minutes left. I'm gonna play with this. I'm gonna go to no, I'm not gonna play with it. I wanted to, but I think not. It's just not worth it. It's not worth reinforcing a bad habit of even trying to take a trade like that, you know? Well, thanks for tuning in, y'all. I mean, we still have 4 minutes, but it's not really much left to do. Hopefully you join me again for my next stream. I'll be streaming again tomorrow at the open and power hour, and hopefully making some money. Yeah, check out my shorts on my trading shorts. I also have like some financial narrative shorts where I talk about like stocks and Michael Burry and maybe some other stuff, but check that out if you want to. But I'll be here again tomorrow, live streaming my trades. Yeah, hopefully you made money today, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.